guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa. This is part 3 of the tutorial for the lace mini album, which I'm making using this set of SVG files. If you have arrived at this video, part 3, and you don't know what we're doing here, then I suggest that you head back to the playlist in my YouTube channel marked a lace mini album, and take it from there. Take it from the top because this would be a terrible place to start. So having said that, I'm just going to kick straight into doing the last few pages because I don't think I want to spend a lot of time explaining what I have explained in previous videos. So we're using this set of SVG files for the lace mini album, and we are up to making this page here. So I've already cut some bits and pieces out. I've got a little box full of all my pieces that I've already cut out, so we're just going to put them together. As usual, I will put the list of all the pieces that I cut out from this set of SVG files in the description box below. So if you are making the same album as me with the same configuration, you don't need to write down what pieces I've used. It will all be in the description box. Okay, so for this next page, I'm going to be using, well, let's put this away. We don't need this. For the next page, I'm going to be using this little stash of goodies here, and I can't quite remember. I did cut these out a few days ago. I can't quite remember what my plan was, but let's, obviously I'm doing a waterfall because I've got lots of waterfall pieces. So I've got some here. I've got this waterfall 1 piece. I've got 7 of those, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? And then I've cut out both of those little mats for those. I've only matted the top because I'm lazy. I might go back and mat the back, we'll see. So I've got 7 of those. I've already put the mats on 6 of them, and I was just going to show you how to put the mat on. I mean, so this is going to be my top one. So I thought my top one could have the prettiest paper from the paper pack that I'm using. And when I say paper pack, I mean the one that I downloaded from Etsy, which is by Blossom Paper Art, and it's called something like Mocha Garden. And I love using digitals because I can print out as many as I like of each particular page, so I don't get all stressy about, oh, I've only got this many pages left, or I'm saving this piece from my pack because that's going to, you know, I don't have to worry about any of that. So this one here I put on the front of my little waterfall, and then on the back I have already attached that tiny little strip on the back section there. So that's this little skinny guy there. So he's on the back because it's actually going to fold over like that, and we're going to attach it like that. So then you see that little strip there. I really should mat the back of that, I say, and then, you know, I'm never going to do it. So let's start by making the waterfall, seeing as we have it here. So I have a piece of scrap paper, scrap cardstock, the same cardstock that I used to cut out all my pieces, which is this cardstock here, 65 pound, 176 GSM craft coloured cardstock. In Australia, this is by, I think it's Recollections, and I bought it from Spotlight. But I don't think they do Recollections anymore. I think they only do the Franchville brand, which I don't like so much. So this was obviously, I did a bulk buy of craft at one stage. So this is what's left. So this piece of cardstock is as wide as my little waterfall piece, and just long enough that I can fit the 7 on there. I'm going to have to trim the bottom of it off. So I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to put glue on this bit here. I'm using my art glitter glue, which I love. I'm a recent convert to the art glitter glue fan club. And I'm just going to line this up along the top here like so. as straight as I can, and I'm going to try and make sure that the edges are straight, and then I can just give it a little, press it down, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. So I'm going to put the glue on this side of my tab and press this one down. Nothing very fancy about this, just a plain old waterfall, but if you haven't done one before, if you need reminding, that's why we're doing it. So then I'm just making sure it's pretty well lined up with the one that I've already put down. So the glue, it's some sticky glue. Is it lined up? Looks a little bit skewy. It'll do. Okay, and so I'm just going to do this for all of these, and then I will be right back. Right, so I have now attached all my little lace waterfall pieces. Doesn't that look pretty? I'm actually really glad I chose the polka dot. I think it looks fabulous. So you can see it's floating up. It's not squished down very well at this stage, but don't worry, it will get flattened in your book, and in no time it will be sitting down flat. My prototype did exactly the same thing. Let me show you. When I first made my prototype, it was also doing that crazy thing, and now it's sitting nice and perfectly flat. I didn't do as many on my prototype, but I think I did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I did 6. Well, this time I've done 7 because obviously I can fit at least another one on the page. So don't worry, it will flatten itself out. But my piece of cardstock underneath is too long, so I'm just going to trim it off. And put this back in my scrap box, because I'm sure I will be able to use that piece for a photo mat or something like that. So then I'm just going to maybe turn it over and stick it under something for a minute or two while we move on to the next piece. Right, so then what else have I got for this page? Yes, we have got these pieces here, so let's do that, shall we? So what I've got here is base page number 3, and I have inked on that furthest away score line, and there is another score line here, and then this little tab. I'm going to cut that little tab off, so I'm just going to bring this little guy in here and line up that score line that my Cricut made for me, like so. And you don't need to do this, I just thought it would eliminate a little bit of bulk. And then I'm just going to make this into a little tab, like so. I don't know where that other one went. Okay, so now we can use this tab to stick it down onto the page. Right, so that's going to be a flip that we're going to attach to our page, and on this little guy here I'm going to make some little doors. So I've already made one just to speed things up a little bit. So this is going to be one little door that goes here, and then this one is going to go on this side. So I've cut out, to make these doors, 2 of long pocket 3s. So I've got 2 long pocket 3s, and then I've cut 4 mats for long pocket 3 so that it will have a mat on both sides. When I cut the mats, I had to flip them the other way. So the piece itself is like this, and it has a mat on there that goes like that. Of course, when you cut the mat out, it needs to go on the back, so you need to cut it in the opposite direction. So on your software, if you're using Design Space, you need to flip it, or if you're doing it on the mat, you need to mirror it. But I'm pretty sure that you'll soon figure that one out. So this is long pocket 3, and I'm going to cut short tabs off this one, which I have also done on this one, so I've already done this one, just to save a little bit of time, probably all of about 2 seconds. So I'm trying to find the score line, not easy to do in this light. I might need to put a little mark. Just because of the way my light is falling, I can't always see it. So I think it's just here, here. And I don't want to mess these up because they'll look odd if they don't match. Okay, so this is my little pocket. I'm just going to, it's not a pocket anymore, now it's going to be a door. I'm just going to put some ink on those bits that where I trimmed off the tab. Like so. Lovely. Pop that to the side. And so we're going to attach these two to this page here. So I could probably, I'm going to put the top mat on because but not the bottom mat, and that's because I'm going to put some little magnets on there to hold the doors closed. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. So in this bottle I just have some acetone even based glue that just gives you a little bit more time to wriggle your mat into place. It's also much cheaper than art glitter glue, so that's why I like to use, oops, 2 different glues. Alright, so then I'm going to put this one on here and line it up. Such a pretty edge. Okay, give that a little press. Now I'm going to figure out which door goes which way. So, because I feel like on this one, on this here, this one should go here, and this one should go here. That's how I'm going to go. So I'm going to put some glue on this tab. I'll move that out of the way so I don't get glue on it. Put some glue on that tab. I might actually start on this side, because then if I need to move my you know, if it doesn't fit on the page perfectly because of the way I placed it, I can move that other door over a little bit because we've got a little tab here, but I don't have a tab on this side, so I'm lining it up along the edge as close as I can get, like so. Yep, and then on this side I'll put the glue on here, and we're going to line it up on this side, but also making sure that our doors don't overlap, unless you want them to. But I don't want mine to. So that looks pretty good. Make sure that that's well attached. Just a little bit of glue on this corner of my mat, so I'm just going to put a little bit of art glitter glue there. How cute are they? Now I'm just going to give it a good burnish. cute. Alright, we need some magnets. So, a bit of scrap paper and my tiny magnets. Now, I have these tiny ones, which means I'm going to use some on the top and on the bottom. But I think in this instance that's probably a good idea, because if you put a photo here and you've got magnets here and here, it might not close up properly, you know, so it might be worth putting magnets at the top and the bottom rather than in the middle of your door. So I'm going to put a magnet there and there. I'm going to use a lot of magnets for this, but I bought these from AliExpress and I have a lot of these tiny little guys, and I've been putting off using them for a while because they're so little, and then I just decided, look, just use more. There's no point in we might have to do one at a time. There's no point in not using them, you know. Then put a little bit of glue on this one. And fold this door over. Whoop. Fold the door over. Press down. Oh, the magnet's stronger than the glue. We'll go back this way. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same down here, hopefully a little bit better. Put a bit of glue on there. And maybe I'll go this way. I don't know if I made that look very easy, but there, look. And then let's stick, oh no, look, this one's stuck on there. Do it like this. Oh dear. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet this morning. That's going to be my excuse. Okay, so I'm going to put a mat on here. I don't even know if it's the right way up. I've lost it now. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to put this mat on here so we don't lose any more magnets. Oh dear. You're laughing at myself. And it's also really weird when you're doing videos because you're talking to yourself as well. Okay. Let's get this, let's lock these magnets up behind this mat. Looks good. I probably could have done with a bit more glue. I was too busy cackling. Whoops, I might put a bit more glue in here around my magnet on top of it. I might need to do the same here as well. Let me just pull this up. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Oh dear. So much for a tutorial. It's more like, and now don't do it like this. Okay. And so then I'm going to do the opposite of the same on the opposite side. But I will, I'll just go off and do that, and then I'll be right back so that you don't have to endure that again. All right, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I have done the same on this side, and now I've got these little guys here. And so this is base page 3. So I have cut the main mat for base page 3 here, and I'm just going to glue that on here like so. So let's just do that. I got over myself in the break and fought with the magnets. So we're all good now. Oops. It might be one of those mornings. Might need to put some more glue in there too. Now I've just noticed I've got a little squidgy bit that's sticking out the bottom here, which I don't think I fixed. Big scissors and me don't go together. Okay. I think it might go this way. I can't even tell. And I hope you can't. Doesn't matter. Because, you know, we're going to put something here in the doors. I don't know what yet. I'm just making sure that it's stuck down around the magnets here. I feel like I could probably do with a bit more glue under there again. So I'll just lift it up and stick a little bit of glue in there. Too much glue this time. First it's not enough, then it's too much. Okay, so then our little doors will close like that. Aren't they lovely? And we've got that little tab on the side to stick it in there. So we may as well do the back at the same time. So I've also cut another base page 3, the main mat, not the little skinny bit there. I tend to just leave those little skinny bits to the end. And so I'm going to pop this mat on here. Like so. And pop this on. I think I'm happy with that. I can see the top of one of my little doors poking out the top, and that's going to, there's my magnets. It's going to annoy me, so I'm just going to trim, and that will just be where I cut the tab off. I didn't do a very good job of it, so it was literally a millimetre. Okay, so we've got that there. And then I have got a pocket that I'm going to put on here. So this pocket this is long pocket 1, but I flipped the whole thing because it's pointing that way in the SVG files, but I want it to go that way. I've just flipped the whole thing and then cut it out. And it does have tabs on it, but I've just saved some time and folded them in, glued them together so that I can stick that on. But I think I'm going to put that on after we've put this page in, just to make it a little easier on myself. So we need the book. So I'm going to put this page on top of this one. Now, this has got a straight edge and this has got a lace edge, but I'm not worried about that. The reason I had to do the straight edge here is obviously because I wanted to put these little doors on here. So we're just going to put some glue on the back of this tab and press it onto this page. Attach it to this page like this. Now, I can't see the lace, but that's okay because I know it's there. And because we have pocket pages, we're going to cut out some side inserts and put those in the pocket. And then you'll see those poking out. So I'm going to pop this one on here. From there to there. Make sure it's sort of lined up at the bottom, which hopefully means then it's lined up at the top. Oh, that's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we're just going to give it a little burnish, like so. Make sure it's still attached in the place we want it. Lovely. And then on this So we're going to flip that over. So on this page, I have cut out a mat. So you can cut out the mat for either base page 1 or base page 2. They're exactly the same. It's got the little design down the side, and I'm going to pop that on here. So let's do that. We're nearly at the end of this book, you know. Okay, I'm going to press this on here, line it up. Did a pretty good job of that. Give it a press, make sure it's well attached. I want to make sure it's well attached because we're going to put our waterfall on top, and that's fairly bulky. Glue on my bone folder. Okay, so then we can bring back our waterfall that we already did. It's still poking up, that's okay. And then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to be putting this one, and that feels quite nice, just like that. So I'm going to put a little mark. Where should I put it? It's a bit tricky to put it on the bottom with the lace. I'm going to put a little mark up here, and then I might just measure that, and it is an odd 1, 2, say 2.3 centimeters. So I'll just see if I can find 2.3 centimeters over here. 1, 2, 3. I think that's 3. All right, so I've got two tiny little marks. So let's try those out. See if we're happy with that. Are they accurate? I'm going to pop it there like that. Yeah, good. So now I'm going to put glue all over the back of this section here. And stick it down. So I'm going to line it up with those little dots and then press it down. Looks good. Okay, we're going to call that done because the glue says that's where it's staying. So then I'll just give it a little press, flip it up and just give it a little press on each one to make sure that it's stuck down. Perfect. And that one. Okay, so that's our little lace waterfall, which obviously will stick down. And then the last thing is I'm just going to pop this little pocket, which is the, as I said before, the long pocket one. I'm just going to glue that on here. So I'm just going to put some glue on these tabs. And along here. And pop it in like so. I'm just going to keep it a little bit away from where we joined, but where the score line is, where we folded it. So hopefully it doesn't get in the way when we fold the page over. Okay, and that's that page. So on the front we have some cute little doors, and I just love those. magnetized, so they just open up like magnets are tough, like so. And then we've got a big pocket here, and we've got our waterfall. So we can move on to the back of that page. Might need to close that up. There we go. Getting a bit bulky. So what have I got planned for the next page? Can't even remember. Let me get my bits for the next page, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my little pile of things here for the next page, which I think is page 6, and let's just work our way through it. So first of all, I have cut out 2 of envelope flip ones, which are here, and we're going to, they are flips. So I've already put the mats on the front side to save a bit of time, but I have also got 2 mats to go on the back. Okay, so let's just start with that, shall we? I'm going to put one of these on the bottom of my page and one on the top, like so. So we may as well just do that, hey? So come out glue. I'm going to pop this one on the bottom. I'm going to turn it, whoops, I'm going to turn it sideways because apparently I work better sideways. And maybe shuffle it over a touch like that. I'm happy with that one, and then I'm going to do the same on the top with this one. So I can put some glue on that one. And I'll try and line it up. Looks about right. How are we? Yeah, that's good. Give that a press. Encourage it to stay put. And that one, might need to put a tiny little bit of glue under here. Give that a little press on that corner there. And then I've got too much glue, so I'll just wipe that up. Okay, so we're going to put magnets on that to hold those down, so don't worry about that, but we're not going to do that quite yet. So I'll just put those little guys to the side, and we might just put this little book to the side as well. Or I'll show you what my plan is. How about that? I have cut out, I've got too much stuff all around me. I have cut out one of flip pocket 1s, and that's that one, and one of flip pocket 2, and that's this one here. I'm going to use them as flips, not pockets, so I am going to cut the tabs off the top and bottom of each one of those. So let's do that. We'll put this book to the side, put this over here, and I'm just going to again line up that score line, if I can see it. Trim that one off, and this one as well. And then I'm going to do the same with this one here, flip pocket 2. I can see the line. There we go. And this one here. Okay. And then I'll just do a little bit quick inking where I've trimmed those tabs off. And same with this one. And on here. I try to do as much of the inking as I can off camera, but I do have to do these little sections after I've chopped the tabs off. So So my plan is, this is going to be attached to the page by this tab here. And then I'm going to attach this one to here. So then it will pull out like an accordion. The other way you could do it is to put this on here like this, so then it's a it's like a little book, so it opens out this way and then this way. But I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to attach this one to here. And so my tab's on this side, and I'm going to attach this tab to this side, like so. And give it a press. Now, it seems to me, when I turn it over this way, that I have not trimmed off this section very well. So if I can, I need to keep these magnets away from all the metal things. So I'm just going to trim this little section off here. And then let's have a look at the bottom. Maybe a hair off here. It's literally a hair. Okay, so let's have a look at that. How do I do with my cutting? I think that'll be fine. Okay, so I don't want to put the mat on the front just yet, but we can put the mats on the rest. So I have cut some mats already, and I think I will do these ones here on this side, and then when it flips over it will have the, okay, so the only mat I'm not going to put on, I can pick it up, I'm going to put this mat on and this mat on. I'm not going to put the mat on the front yet because we're going to put some magnets on there, but I can also put this mat on here, this one here. So I'm going to go and do that because watching me mat has got to be very boring, and then once I've done that I'll be right back. Okay, so I have put my mats on this side. I didn't put it on the front, but I have put it on the back, and then we have the little tab on the back. So now we can bring our book in. And open up our little flaps. And I'm going to attach this tab to this side of, too much stuff. To this side of the page like that, and then we're going to put some magnets on that will hold it all closed with these little flaps like that. That seems nice. I like it. Yes, so I think we do want to have this fairly well centered, so let's see if we can find the center of this page so we can line it up. So that would be there. And then, oh, my pencil's falling apart. Don't know what that is. It's off here somewhere. And then the center of this little guy would be about there. This would be the, I've lost it. That would be the center of that one. So we're going to line that up with that. All right, so let's put some glue on that tab. So as with all things, these are just some ideas of ways that you could do your pages, but you can decide for yourself how you want to do it. The idea is that all the pieces are fairly versatile. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. I might bring it in a touch. Not much though. Like so. Yeah. All right, so then it's going to open out like that. That's cool, I like that. Give that a little press. Don't want it to move. Pop it back like that. Okay, so now these little fellows here are going to fold in and hold that all together. So I'm going to put some magnets on these. And I'm thinking I'm going to put them, the magnets on this edge of this one here, because then it shouldn't interrupt if I want to put something on this page. So I'm going to put a magnet here and pop that on there. Oh, it's interfering with the magnet underneath, I think. That one. And whoop, one on here. And then now I can put this little mat on this one here. So that's the Flip Pocket 1 mat. We're just going to pop that on. I need to fill up this bottle. I should have done it before I started, sorry. Once it gets going, it's okay. It's a bit cold in here at the moment. I can't have the heater on while I'm doing a video because it's a bit noisy. Okay, so then I'm going to pop this mat on here, cover up those magnets. I mean, I could put them on this side as well, but I'm hoping one will be enough. If not, we can use a little Velcro dot. But if not, you will know when you put it together that you need to put a magnet there. So I'm just trying to get the glue to happen around that magnet. Okay, and then I'm just going to do my little trick again. I'll try not to crack myself up this time. I'm going to put that piece of cardstock there, and then I'm going to put a bit of glue here and bring that one down, and then we're going to bring the whole thing back up like so. I feel like that magnet moved. What do you think? All right. Okay. That seems all right, and then we'll do the same for this one. Oh, you're right over there. Okay, put a bit of glue on that one and close it up and bring it out. Voila! So now we can put these little mats on top of these little guys here. So these are the mats for envelope flip 1. So I had already attached the ones on the front, and now we're just going to put some on the back as well. So let's do that. Okay, so I have put my little mats on each of these little flip outs, and then I tried it out, and I'm not convinced that one magnet was enough. So you might want to put extra magnets here. But once it sort of flattens itself down after it's been sitting in the book for a little while, it might be okay. For me, because I can't pull my mats off, I might perhaps put little Velcro dots here and in here. But you know, I'll wait and see. I can't make these decisions quickly. So because you can see it's poking out here, but I feel like it's going to get flatter as time goes by. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, all that we need to do now, so this pulls out like this, which is kind of cute, is I've got a mat for my page. So this is either base page 1 or base page 2 mat, but of course because the page is facing that way and this is actually facing this way, I did have to flip it when I cut it out. And I haven't cut that little skinny mat yet because I do those little skinny mats all at the end together. So we can just glue this on. And then we're just about done. Bit of glue on here. It's a bit slower because you're going along these little curves and things on that side. Oops. This paper that I print on is 100 GSM paper, so it isn't as thick as normal cardstock, normal scrapbook paper, which I think on average is about 160 GSM. So that's why it keeps flopping all about for me. But that's okay, I can live with it. Once it's down, you can't tell. Now I'm just going to squish this around a little bit and make sure that it's where I want it to be. I feel like I want it to come up a little bit more. I don't know if it's too late for that. It feels a little bit wonky. It feels wonky. Feels all right there, but then it needs to come around a little bit here. Maybe like so. All right. I can put a little bit more glue on that later. I won't take up all of your time sorting that out. So then the only other thing is I cut out one of the belly bands. The belly band 1, so I cut the belly band itself out of the cardstock, and then the mat underneath I have already attached just to save a bit of time, so you can see I've attached it there. And I was thinking about putting this on here. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. So I'm just going to sort of kind of try to find the halfway point. I think it's about here, and the same up here. It's about there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. I hope I haven't made this too bulky. That's all I'm worried about. And so I've got glue on those little tabs, and then I'm just going to line this up there and there. Let's have a look. I think I want to move it over a little bit. Make sure that that's pretty good. I'm going to live with that. Make sure that that's attached. And then we can flip those up, make sure, oh, move it down a little bit, unless it says it's too late for that. I want to move it. I want to just bring you down a little squidge. All right, I think I'll leave it at that. Whether that stays or not, who can say? So then that one's going to close up and that one's going to close up. See, it's just bulking over a little bit there, and that one's going to close up, and those magnets just aren't going to hold it, so I really think that you're going to need to put some extra magnets there. So that's a bit of a shame. Oh, it might be okay. What I might do is just put a little bulldog clip on each one of these to hold it in place for now, sort of train that page in, and we'll see how that goes later. Let's move on to the next page though. So that was a rather busy page. There's a lot going on there because we've got this bit here as well. So I'm going to put that bulldog clip over the whole lot, and then it might also encourage our waterfall to stay put. Okay, next page. Let me just get the pieces, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I found the pieces for my next page. I also went and had a quick cup of coffee, so hopefully I'm thinking a little bit better now. You can only hope. So I've just got that all held together with bulldog clips, hoping it sandwiches that whole page together, which I'm sure it will. and I still have to think through this, but hopefully I've made that mistake so you don't have to. So I've got some pieces here to make my next page, and I have to try and remember what my plan was. Okay, so I've got 2 of the long pocket 1 pieces. So I've already inked around this one and folded it in. We're going to keep all of that one. But for this one, I'm going to cut off those 2 tabs, those 2 short tabs. So let's do that. And so I'm just going to line that up and trim that one off. And the same with this one. If I could see it, it would be incredible. Trim that one off. Okay, so then we're going to put these 2 together to make a little flippy pocket. So, let me move my phone out the way. So I am going to, this will be my front of my pocket. I'm going to attach all of this to the back. So let us put some glue on here. I filled up my glue bottles too. So, but this one seems to be a bit blocked up now. Come on out. Might have to quickly stick a pin in there. Okay, so we're just going to fold that one over and give it a burnish. So with this end. And I'm just going to quickly poke a hole in here and see if I can get some glue to come out. There we go. Right, fingers crossed we get some glue action. There we go. That's better. So I'm just going to put some glue on all of these tabs and along here, and then I'm going to attach this one to this one. So we're just going to line it up. Sorry, I keep bringing it really far down towards me. I'm going to line that up. See how I did? Pretty good. Give it a press. It's not perfect. This is what I say every single time. Okay. So I feel like there's a smidge, just a tiny little smidgey bit just there that I want to trim off. It's so tiny I can't even see it to pick it up. And oh, I forgot to ink these edges. Let's do that very quickly. It hides all of the things that we don't want to see. And there. Excellent. Let's put some mats on that. So I have got my mats, which are just the pink pieces sitting on top. I've cut 2 of those, 1 for each side. So I'm thinking, again with the thinking, hey? If I were to attach it that way, then this mat would go on here. You know, I cannot tell with this paper if it's upside down or not. I really can't. So I guess if I can't tell, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these mats on each side of this pocket. And then we can have a look at the next part. Line that up on there. Let's see how I went. Not bad, not bad. Now I'm just going to see a little bit here where it's a little bit, needs a little bit more ink. Just edge. And it probably needs some along here as well. And here. No need to be too particular about it. Okay. And then I'll put this one on this side. So this is going to be a nice long pocket and I'm going to put one of my side inserts in here. I haven't cut it out yet. I do all the inserts at the end. Just put all my pages together first. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one on here. Let's have a look. Wow, not even in the ballpark. Okay. Give that a little press. And there is our little side flippy pocket, and I'm going to put one of these side inserts into it once I've cut it out. So that's the first part, and then this next part of my page I have cut out. I've got lots of mats here. Let's just pop those to the side. I have cut out another one of the long pocket ones here, and again I'm going to cut those tabs off. And then I have cut out one of the long pocket twos, and I'm going to cut those short tabs off. So let's do that. Luckily, when I cut them out and inked them a few days ago, I put little crosses on which pieces where I was going to cut it off. So it sort of reminds me of what I had in mind at the time. Okay. So, I think my plan was, let's bring the book in just so I can remember. I think my plan was that I was going to do this off here. Oh, I forgot to cut those off. All right, we'll go back and do that. And then put this one on here. So then this time it would be like a little book. This one we did would have the accordion opening. I think this one's just going to be a couple of little... Let's do that. Okay, so I have to cut these off. Apparently, I forgot, which means that cup of coffee didn't really help me think any straighter at all. Oh, my phone's ringing. I'll have to call you back. It's my son. He will be ringing to see how we went last night. I had to go and pick my car up on a car trailer and bring it back home so that we can fix it, hopefully. Something wrong with the gearbox, which is never very promising and usually very expensive. Anyway, we borrowed this big car trailer from my son's girlfriend's father. And it was this big car trailer, and I had to drive the car, so it's limping along, so it can drive, but I couldn't drive it home. I had to drive it up onto on these tiny little skinny ramps for each wheel, and I had to drive it up onto onto the back of this trailer. It was nerve-wracking. And then when we got it home, I had to reverse it off there as well. So my other half, my fiance, was there, and he was directing me, but it's not, my heart was in my mouth. My mum said to me, "You'll need a stiff brandy after that." I said, "Yep." So I'm going to attach this one to this one, just like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Make it like just a little fold out. So let's put some glue on this tab. So I was thinking anyway about buying a new car. Turns out that you have to order a new car and wait for it. I've never heard of that ever in my life. I've never bought a new car. I've always bought second-hand cars, but because of COVID, apparently, this is some more COVID fallout. I mean, I have to order the car and wait 6 months for it to be delivered. Of course, it's not made in Australia. We don't make anything in Australia. Everything's an import. So, yes. So now I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know if I've got the patience to wait 6 months. I don't know if my car is going to last me 6 months. We'll have to see how it goes when it gets fixed. Or if I can even afford to get it fixed, if it's a really terminal problem with the gearbox. Okay, so I'm going to pop this. Oh, let's put the mats on. I've already cut some mats out, so I'll do this matting and then I'll come back and show you. But essentially, I've cut a mat for each side of this one, so 2 of the long pocket 1 mats, and a mat for each side of this one, which is the long pocket 2 mats. Okay, so I've cut those out. These are all here. 1, 2, 3, 4 mats. And I'll just quickly pop those on and then I'll come back because it's a bit boring watching me just do matting, and I think I've told you enough stories about my car. Alright, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've matted this one here now and it's ready to go. I'm not sure that that's what I had in mind when I cut these pieces out, but this is what we're doing. And then we've got this one here as well. So I'm going to attach this one to this side here, and I'm going to squidgy it up as close as I can to the, oh, come on glue, as close as I can to that score line. I'm going to pop it right here, like so. Maybe shuffle it up a little bit like that. Okay. And then this one here I'm going to attach to this side. So let's do that. I think I don't know. I'm going to attach it to this side. Like so. Give that a press. Right, and whoops, drop it. I'm just giving that glue a little chance to catch there. There we go. And the same with this one. Make sure that that's nicely attached. And then we can put our mat down here. Ooh. So this is the base page. It's either base page 3 or base page 4. The main mat on that is this one here. So we're going to pop this one on here. This is one of the pages out of the old paper pack that I bought from Blossom Paper Art on Etsy. Give that a press. I never put enough glue on the edges, so I'll have to come back and just do my little trick there. Now, I'm a bit worried about whether this is going to work. I did cut one of the belly band 3s out, so this one here, and again I've cut the belly band out of the cardstock, and then the mat I've attached underneath, like so. I want to put it here, but I'm a little bit worried that it will squash up like this one's sort of squashed up. Should I just do it? And yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to. And regret it later. I didn't even measure where it's going. Guess we'll just have to guess. I'm feeling it about here. I'm going to get as close up as I can to there and as close up as I can to there. All right. I think that's a little bit too close to my score line. So it bows out a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to put something under there, so it would have bowed out anyway. So then this one and this one are going to go like so, and then this one's going to go like that, and this is going to have a side insert in it, which as I say, I haven't cut. I've also got a couple of little pockets here that I've cut out. So I've got corner pocket 1, and I've already put the mat on it, and I've already turned in the tabs and glued those down. And I've also got bottom pocket 5, and I've done the same thing, put the mat on and closed up those tabs. And I was thinking that I might put this down on here, and then I can have a pocket on a pocket. So yeah, let's do that, that's fun. So I'm just going to put some glue on these tabs and pop this on here. Like so. So they can have a nice long tag in here, so that'll be fun. And then this one here, I was thinking I would put on the inside just there. That'll be fun. So let's do that. So just put some glue on here. Glue. And pop this little guy on here. Like so. Give that a press. And that's another page done. We've got one more to go. Alright, so that closes up like that. Excellent. Alright, let's flip over to here. Last page. So for the last page we're going to make two of these. I've already made one of them. This is a little envelope that we're going to flip out from the side like this. This one's got bent up. So I need the pieces for that. A whole bunch of little pieces. Here's what's left. Some pockets. Okay, so we need to make this one here. Let's get this out of the way, shall we? Last page, so exciting. Okay, we've got to make one of these with the tab on the side so we can flip it over. We need envelope flip 1, that's that one there, and then we've got 2 mats to go on him, this one and this one, so that's those 2. Then we need bottom pocket 2, which is this one, and I've got 2 mats for that, those 2. And then we need bottom pocket 4, and I've got that one with 1 mat to go on there. So not to forget that I will write it all in the description box so you don't have to remember. Okay, so we are going to start off by cutting off the long tab off here and one of the side tabs. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to, again I can't see that score line. My fiance's just got home and the dog's going crazy, like they haven't seen him for a week. I can't see it at all. There. Trim that one off, and I didn't press hard enough. so I'm going to have to come in with my scissors. Okay, and then I quickly do a little bit of inking. Like so. Same on this side. So we'll see the back because it's going to flip over. Like so. And then let's see, how did I do this one? Okay, so for this one I attached this little guy here to the inside so that when you flip it over you won't see any of that tab. So if I wasn't flipping it I would attach it to the back, but because I'm flipping it I'm going to attach it to the inside. So just put a little bit of glue on here. And then pop that on there. The press. And then we can put the mat on the inside, and I am just using this cream coloured mat for this little guy here. So this is bottom pocket 2. So this is bottom pocket 2's mat. I'll pop that one on there. I'm going to put it up a little bit higher because we're going to put a bulk down here and you won't see it. So I'll pop that there like that. I'll flip it over and I'm going to put the other one on the back while I'm thinking about it. Whoops. Like so. And pop that on there and on there. Not very straight as it turns out. Okay. And then I'm going to put a magnet on, but so this is the little bottom pocket 4. I'm going to turn those tabs in and fold those over and put that closed like so. And then we are going to attach that one onto here like that. So we can do that now. I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to attach that to here. Like so. Okay, and then the magnet fiasco again. I'm going to grab a little scrap and I'm going to put a magnet, a gluey mess on the end there. I'm going to put a magnet right there and pop that on there. And then for this envelope flip, which is envelope flip number 1, I have got this mat here. Cover that magnet up straight away. So I'm going to pop this on here. Give it a good press. Make sure that's stuck around that magnet. And then put this here. And did I mention that I got these? I can't remember what I've said. I got these magnets from AliExpress and they're a little bit small. I remember saying they were small. I can't remember saying where I got them from. Flip that over. Pull that up. There we go. There's a magnet. This is the mat for this little bottom, this bottom pocket 4. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Pop that on. Cute, cute, cute. I love the stripes with the floral. Love it. And then we're going to flip that one over, and then I've got this mat to go on here. So that's the envelope flip 1 mat. Put some glue on here, go around those curves. And pop this one on here. Press. Make sure it's nicely attached. There we go. So now we have 2 little envelopes. This one's got a bit bent out of shape. I'm sure it will fix itself. Okay, so we're going to put those 2 on our page. And what else do I have? What else do I have? Okay, I've got another one of these little flips. So this is flip pocket 1. I've cut one of those out, and then it's got 2 of the mats to go on that one. And I'm going to put it facing that way on my page. And I'm going to cut off these 2 tabs because it's not going to be a pocket. It is going to be a flip. So I'll just cut that one off and that one off. Okay, so I'm just going to ink around these edges, and then I will attach these 2 mats, and then I'll be right back. But you've seen me ink and you've seen me attach mats, so I'll be back in a second when I've done this. Okay, so we've got our 2 little envelopes, and then I have just inked that, and I put the mat on both sides, and we can bring in the last bit of our full glass page. And I'm going to center this on my page, so I'm just going to find the center mark, which I can't see because of the light. There, and on here would be about there. And then I'm going to put some glue on this tab and line up my little marks, hoping I can see them. So that mark and that mark, like so. It's a little awkward because I've got those bulldog clips in, which I could have taken out, but we're nearly done. Okay, and then the little envelopes I'm going to have flipping from this side. Where'd my other one go? There it is. So I think they're going to be sort of like this. I like this distance here, so let's put a little mark there and then see if we can measure where that is. It's just a little bit short of 2 centimeters. I think I'll make it 1.5 centimeters from the top. So then I'm going to make it 1.5 centimeters from the bottom. So I'm going to put some glue on this tab. And attach this to the side of my page where that mark is. So I just got to spin it around so I can see that mark. There we go. And then give it a good firm press. same with this one. And put it here and give that a good press. Excellent. I'm going to make sure that that's well attached. And this one. And then put my mat down here. I think I want to put a little bit of ink just along here. Looks a bit clean. Okay. The distress ink just fades a little bit on the craft. Okay, so then I have got my last of all page mat. So this is the base mat, page 2 or page 3. Sorry, page 3 or page 4. Either, it doesn't matter. They are both the same. And then we'll put some glue on here. Like so, and pop this on, line it up, make sure that's well attached. I just wiped a bit of glue off there. And then 2 more little guys here to go. I have got this pocket here, which is bottom pocket 3, that I've cut out, and I've also cut out the mat, and I've already attached that. And I'm going to put this on the bottom of my page here. So I'll just move that out the way and pop some glue on here and here. Turn it over, give it a bit of a press, and then put some glue on the rest. That's just how I like to do it. And pop this one on the bottom. Like so. Oh, I forgot to wait. I like to trim this off just a smidge so you can't see that. So let's do that. We did that in a previous video. I just mentioned that I left these tabs on here whole in case, because if you use it as a flip instead of a pocket, you might really want that tab there. But if you're using it as a pocket, you don't need it, and you might not want to see that little bit of tab poking through the lace. So I just gave it a little trim. Not very well. I should have done that before I stuck them together, but famous last words. Okay, let's go and do that again, shall we? Put some glue on here. Whoops, not so much off the edge though. And then we'll pop that back where it was before, trying to cover up the gluey mark that I left there. And give that a press. I might pull out these bulldog clips so I can, there we go, that's better. Press that down. Got a little bit of glue oozing out the side here that I'm not happy about. Give that a bit of a press just there. Brilliant. And then one more pocket. I cut this one out. So this is bottom pocket 5, and I've obviously already turned in the tabs on that and put the mat on it. And I was wondering about putting that on the front here. Thought I might put it on here. It's pretty loud, Katie, it's pretty loud. I don't know, you know. I think I like it like that. I could put it on here. I don't know. I think I might leave it. I'm going to leave it. You could put on this bottom pocket 5 on here if you want to, and you never know, I might come back and put it on. Oh, let's just do it and stop talking about it. Let's just do it. So I'm just going to put some glue on those tabs, and then we are done for this video. So all that remains is a few little finishing off pieces, which I will go and get sorted so that we can do, I guess we'll do a final video, just putting in the side inserts and the strips on the pages and in between the pages. That'll be a short and sweet video, and then we'll be done. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I know this video has become very long, but I just thought I'll just keep going. I'll put timestamps on it so you'll know where to go. Okay, so that is that one. It's our last page. Yay! So let's have a look how you're looking now. We'll go backwards. So we've done that one. And we did this page here, and we've got the pocket, and this is, I'm going to put the side insert in there, and we've got that, and that's laying quite nicely. I'm happy with that. This is probably the page that I'm least happy about because I feel like I should have put another magnet there, but it actually is okay at the moment. We'll see how we go. And also, so this one flips out that way, and then out like that. I've crinkled up this belly band a bit, which I'm not entirely happy about, so I'm going to have a little think about that, and also the situation with the envelopes. And then we've got the doors like so, that then opens up with a long pocket and the very pretty waterfall. And I think that's it. I think we did the other pages before, so we will come back and do some finishing off and a flip through, and we are just about done, but it's looking lovely. I'm very happy with it. So if you're interested, if you've got this far, you can pick these up from my Etsy store. All the links to everything that I've used is in the description box. I hope you come back and see what it looks like when it's finished. It's feeling really nice. I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Bye.